Welcome! This video is the first in a series of demos for the components of the Business Process Compliance Management tool suite. In this demo, I'll show you very briefly how you can use the Compliance Requirements Manager tool to define and manage your requirements originating from various laws and regulations and other imperatives and affecting the way you do your business. The Requirements Manager is an integrated web application. Basically acts as an interface for the compliance repository. It allows the compliance and business experts to capture compliance requirements and relevant elements, starting from the sources of these requirements to the formal rules that implement and enforce them. The main page that you see lists various compliance elements, such as requirements of directives or risks that are stored in the repository. The main page also allows searching through these elements. Currently, our demo repository already has the simplified versions of the processes, requirements, and other elements for the loan approval process that takes place within a bank. So I'll initiate a search with a particular keyword, and it will search through the entire repository and bring elements that match with this keyword. So I'll select this compliance requirement and open it to show you which key compliance elements are captured and how they are interrelated. This requirement that we selected involves typical segregation of duties constraint, which requires responsibilities in a business process to be segregated appropriately to decrease the risk of errors or fraud. The page has three main tabs, each belonging to a particular aspect of the requirement. The first tab lists the directives, or sources from which this requirement originates. Organizations typically have multiple directives imposing similar or overlapping requirements. So it is therefore important to keep the traceability between your requirements and their sources to understand the possible impact of changing requirements. In this page, you can associate directives with this requirement, create new directives, edit them right from here, or remove their association. This particular requirement is associated or can be mapped to the following directives, for example. We have COVID here for the segregation of duties requirement, internal policies, Sarbanes-Oxley, Section 404, and so on. The Risks tab helps to manage the things that might happen and might compromise the fulfillment of our compliance requirements. A risk can be described with its probability of occurrence and its impact, and together they give an indication of how important that particular requirement is for the organization. Here, similarly, you can add risks. That means associate risks with this requirement, create new risks, edit them, or remove their association. Controls are important as they provide reasonable assurance to the achievement of the compliance requirements. So let's check the details of one of the controls specified for this requirement. I'll click one of them and edit selected. Apart from its name and description, controls can be of different types. Controls can be preventive or detective in nature, and this one is preventive. You can automate the controls or you can perform them manually. And with respect to the point of application, you can have process controls, technical or physical controls. So I'll skip this part regarding the components for brevity, talk more about how we link controls to our processes and how we generate formal control rules. In this box, we simply link our controls with one or more processes stored in our business process repository to indicate where this control will be applied over, and also to create a forward traceability between processes and our compliance requirement. For those process controls that are preventive and automated, we define formal rules, as listed here. These rules will be used for the automated verification and monitoring of our business processes in different phases of the business process lifecycle. You can still manually create and edit formal rules right from here, but this requires significant knowledge about the formal language. Therefore, we developed a special component in our tool suite named the Rule Modeler that you can use to visually create expressions for the controls and automatically generate corresponding formal rules based on these visual expressions. For more information about the Rule Modeler, please refer to its demo video. Thanks for taking time to watch our video. For more information about the framework and our tool suite, please visit the Business Process Compliance Management Framework website.